Well, the new garage project is officially underway. So yesterday we have rearranged, and then this is how we're working on Jeremy's shop to be set up. And of course, we'll move the plucker. We're gonna have like an upstairs attic area, and then all this happened this week. So they're gonna pour footers this week in the concrete. So that's exciting. We can get the framing going. Gotta mow this morning, so I gotta get out here and get these girls taken care of. It's like 57 degrees outside. It's absolutely perfect. It's awesome. It's gonna be nice to have storage for the hay and for a lot of things, especially like the, I think we're gonna move the cart out of here. It's gonna be more room. And this crew is just general crazy people. Are y'all just general crazy people? Okay, yes, crazy goats. The babies are all like big enough now that everybody's like absolutely wild. Hello, Pancake. So Pancake and Biscuit got disbudded, so we're done disbudding. Really nice. I normally sell my bucklings pretty cheaply. We'll talk about pricing and things, but we did increase our cost this year because of like sheerly out of that cost. But we'll talk about that today. A lot of you guys are always really curious about how much we sell our babies for, and always kind of hesitant because prices range so widely from place to place around the country. But I'll explain our pricing and what our goal is for our babies, because I think our goal is a little bit different than some other breeders. Do we have breakfast, Stacey? Yes, Mom. And we're still letting Nani have her breakfast in here, but she's looking much better. Quite a bit better, but we're still letting her eat a little bit by herself because she's lower on the herd like status. She will have a harder time putting weight on because she's not going to get as much access to food as the girls that are higher up in the herd order. She's pinking out, doing really well. Warmer's doing its job. I did buy some Prohibit. The Prohibit that I had was not good anymore. And so I need to wash out my Prohibit jars, remix, and get that into her this week. And that will help as well, just a little extra boost. She's made such good improvements. I haven't been like super stressed about it. I do need to do like a whole herd health check this week. I don't have time to do that today, but we'll do that one afternoon and see. Good morning. Toonie has been dumping out all of her water on purpose and making a mud hole. You have been. It's kind of annoying. Interesting is I don't struggle with bugs in Toonie's water or the Buck's water, but the girls, mosquitoes. Like their buckets are full of mosquitoes and flies at lunch every day. And like a lot of times when I'm normally doing a water refill, I'm not necessarily even just refilling, I'm dumping and doing fresh because they have so many bugs in their water. Oh, look how long this grass is. Need to probably get in here and knock it back a little bit because it is like, it's knee high and it's seeded out and I can't get the girls to eat it down. Hello, gentlemen. That's a breakfast. That's a breakfast. Come on. Oh, yes. Got water in your bowl. Come on here. Water's in your bowl for me. Get some in your hair. know what it is about like this side, but the girls don't want to stay over here during the day. So yesterday I tried to funnel them just into here and they ended up over on the other side, and then they wanted to go out on the nets. I don't know. We're gonna try again today to keep them over here for now. I'm just doing this on weekends when I'm home because they do like to break through all the fences. But I really need them to eat this down some, and they just like, I don't know, whatever is growing. It's not to their liking, apparently. Good morning, S'more. Good morning. Is everybody ready? Everybody ready? Come on out. Let's go get Nani Bear. Well, come on, Twiz. And they're all super vocal. Lately, how big these guys are getting. Get him, Olive. Get all these cute little butts. Little baby goat butts. I'm coming on. Are you ready for cookies and to come out? Yeah. Have you been in trouble this week? Huh? Did you storm the castle? See, not me, Mom. I was trying to let Nani have dinner as well. And, but I'm not feeding them dinner. I don't know if I talked about that. I don't think I talked about it in the last video. Like, we're done, other than in the morning with supplemental feedings, because the pasture is so rich right now. They just really don't need it. You don't. A little grain in the morning for our nursing mamas is about all we need. Yeah, let's go. Come on, let's go out. It is. Let's go. Come on. Come on, goaties. See if we can get them out this morning. It's a little bit earlier than it would be typically on a Saturday, but baseball's at noon today. I'd really like to get most of the mowing done so that I could go watch baseball. Come on. Come on. This is my yard goats hat that my father-in-law bought me for Christmas, and I love it. To give you guys an idea about pricing, why we price the way that we do, something that a lot of people always ask about, you know, breeding and selling baby goats, and is like, how much do you sell them for, and does like selling the babies pay for the cost of the goat? So no, it doesn't at all. Used to, before I did YouTube, I had less goats, number one, so I did have less babies, but the money that I made from the babies, if I had several females, was enough to get me through the summer and maybe through the early fall, but it would not pay for winter feed costs at all, and it didn't pay for anything extra. So it didn't pay for fencing or for vet care or anything. It just basically would cover feed costs for maybe 8 months. I think Biscuit. Well, I think S'more. And there's a reason for that. I could price them in a way that would kind of cover feed costs for the whole year, because feed cost is pretty stable for me now that I've kind of had the same amount of goats over the years. Somebody buy this poor sweet boy. He's so sweet, and he's the cutest thing ever. Yes, you are. You're so pretty. He's my only boy that's not sold. Do you not pay me enough attention, Mom? Okay. So our goal really overall for babies is to sell babies to kids who do 4-H. So we want to have high quality enough genetics and breeding that these guys can go to shows and parents can purchase them for their kiddos. The kids can raise them up, they can show them, and they'll do decently at a show for 4-H purposes. So for state fairs and local shows and those kind of things. I am not raising animals in a way that would allow me to say that we have like superior genetics or we're a high performance program. I'm not milk testing, but I have really good quality genetics. I watch my breeding pairs. I don't sell babies. I don't like their structure as anything other than pets. especially bucks. We're very careful about our bucks, but I am not doing linear appraisals. I'm not doing milk testing. I'm not showing my goats. So I do have a little bit of a limit to what I can say about the quality. And what I've loved is that I sell these babies and they're shown. And I talk to the owners, the new owners, and we can talk about like what structural improvements we need to make, how the kids are doing at shows, and what breeding pairs are doing well. That's kind of our goal. And so when that's your goal, what I want to make is these guys accessible in our area given cost of living, economic status of most folks around here who are doing 4-H. So you will see baby goats, registered baby goats, go from anywhere to from $200 to like $800 to $1,000 all over the country. Well, if I'm selling my goats for $600 to $800, that's not accessible to the majority of families in our area. So that means most people are totally priced out. So that means I couldn't sell them. Oh goodness, Andy, did we scare you? Hi, Miracle. He's still a little bit younger, and that kind of flinchy response gets better with the babies as they get older. So you can see these are my older crew are happy to chew all over me and don't startle quite as easily as the younger ones. So that's my goal. So I priced mine $250 for girls, $175 this year for boys for registered bucks. And in years past I've done $225 for girls and $150 for boys, but we went up $25 this year just because disbudding cost is so high right now. It used to be about $20 to $25 a baby to disbud. Right now it's about $45. So I just kind of added on the increase in my cost for disbudding. Now if I sell for pets, they're a little bit cheaper, but the only ones that, like if they're pet quality, and so like Olive, Oreo, since they are not registerable, they're pet quality. If I have a doeling or a buckling that I just don't like the look of and they're gonna go as a pet, we sell those for about $100. I feel like that's fair for a pet. Again, it does not remotely cover my cost to raise them. With YouTube and the income that I get from videos, it kind of all evens out for me, and YouTube helps supplement vet care, extra feed costs, and those kinds of things. But I know that you guys have always been really interested in what we charge. We live in Arkansas. If you live in other parts of the world, of the country, I would say $400 to $500 is probably average cost for a registered goat. Here in the South, our cost of living is a little bit lower, so that means wages are lower. So we tend to price a little bit lower for that. I paid $400 to $450 for every goat on this farm that I purchased, except for this one, who was a bottle baby, so she was a little bit less expensive, and Twiz, who also came from a small farm. Hello. Hello, best friend. Say hi, Mama. Say we're best friends. We're best friends, even if I bite your face when you're talking to your best friend on the phone. Yeah, did you do that this week? Ow. Say, I did. I bit you right on the nose. If you have questions, I don't mind questions about pricing. It's just year to year it does change, and it does change based on the animal. A lot of times I charge more for polled bucklings. I'm not for polled animals. I'm not this year because we just had a price increase because of cost. If you're out there and you're looking for goats and you're asking breeders and they're telling you, know that anything really under $400 is not going to pay for the care of a goat. Like, it's just not going to pay for them to raise that mama goat, pay for hay, pay for feed, pay for vet care, pay for vaccines, pay for worming and copper and supplements and water and electricity and fence maintenance. The profits from the goats are what pays for the care for the dog. I have a livestock guardian dog that takes care of them. Well, his vet costs every year, his wormer, his flea and tea medicine, his yearly vaccines, grooming, all of those things come out of the goat profits. So there are a lot of costs associated with any animal, just like a pet. But I have seen in the past where people get very, that's too expensive, I'm not gonna pay that, and it's a lot, guys. And I may make $2,000 on babies, and that's all that's gonna do is pay for winter food. That's it. So I think if you're interested in purchasing a goat and understand that people are not trying to price gouge you. If you're looking at spending $800 to $1,000 on a baby goat, they better come from amazing genetics, and they need to be shown. There needs to be some proven lineage, milk stars, all of that. But if you're looking in that $200 to $400 range, people are probably just charging you what it takes them to keep their farm running, and they're probably not making ends meet all the way around on baby goat only. It is morning nap time around here for sure.